Welcome back to another wrestling prediction video. Well, today we got WWE NXT's Vengeance Day, which is on Saturday, February 15th, which is, well, tomorrow for me, I guess. Well, tomorrow for you guys too, because I'm going to try and get this up before the night is through. Other than that, I know I said I wasn't going to probably get a prediction video out because I've already recorded this once and I messed up my audio and all that shit. So now, even though there's still echo, but I'm still in the same, I haven't moved my set yet to the other room, so there's still going to be echo. I apologize for that. But we'll get that fixed soon here. I don't know if it will be when we start returning back to doing gaming content. I know there's still stuff I'm trying to do. I know I still wanted to do that Avatar second DLC and get that 2024 games tier list out. I haven't been in any motivation to record as of recently. And I've also been looking for a new job. I've been doing this and that. I moved somewhere, and this is all a conversation for another time. And I will eventually get into it at another time, just not right now. Once again, I apologize for the echo. I'll be moving my setup into another room in my apartment. I don't know if it's going to fix the echo entirely, but it won't be as bad as in here. I'm currently in my living room in my apartment where I put my setup, and I was thinking this should be fine, and I forgot, oh shit, there's going to be a shit ton of echo when I record. And there was, as you saw in the last prediction video, when I did the Royal Rumble prediction video. But I'll be moving my setup into my bedroom, and I already have a bed out in my living room, so I'm going to be just sleeping in my living room. I just want a TV and entertainment center in my living room first because I would like to watch TV when I go to bed, And right now I've been using my PC for that, so we'll get into that another time. I'll get into everything that's happened at some other point. We're going to be talking about Vengeance Day, though. So, NXT Vengeance Day, I haven't watched the last NXT, I guess, so I'm only one NXT behind. I'm always an NXT behind, man. I try to catch up before the pay-per-views, though, so I'll probably watch that tomorrow before Vengeance Day. But I won't be doing a prediction video on Grand Slam. Why? Because I just don't care. It doesn't look good at all. I don't think it looks. It doesn't look like a pay-per-view. There's 5 matches, which, I mean, unless you're going the WWE route, which is shocking to me. I thought there'd be 8 matches on this card. But they did 5 matches. I'm not going to stay up to watch it because I know I was originally going to find a website or whatever that we're going to play it live, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll probably tune in when it goes on after the NBA All-Star Game, which I think is also tomorrow. Let me actually look that up. When is AEW Grand Slam airing? When is AEW Grand Slam 2025? I don't care about the road to Grand Slam. I'm trying to figure out when I can watch Grand Slam. It's a lot of it keeps saying to be announced. It says, yeah, time to be announced. Well, that doesn't fucking help anybody. They do know that this is tomorrow, right? Because, when do I know when to watch this? Apparently, you can watch it on trailers. You can watch it on all those. Apparently, you can watch it live on TNT as well. I don't know if anything will have a time or I know it says after the NBA All-Star Game, but the NBA All-Star Game has to have a time that it'll kind of end. It begins start time 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So 9:30 p.m. for me because I'm in Central Time. That's tomorrow night or immediately following the NBA All-Star Saturday night. So yeah. I'll probably be tuned into that, I guess. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care that much about it, which is why I'm not doing a prediction video for it. It's not even really a pay-per-view. They're airing it live on television. I think they're airing it on Max as well, so, whatever. Let's get into this. Here, match number 1, we got Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. This has been quite an interesting rivalry dating back from when Ethan Page, quote-unquote, broke Javon Evans' jaw. He was drinking out of a straw. Obviously, he didn't actually break his jaw, unless he did, which I don't believe he did. But, it should be crazy if he did. But I don't think he'd be back that quickly. But this is going to be a good match, man. I think Ethan Page is underrated. I know a lot of people don't really care for Ethan Page, but I do. I like Ethan Page, and him and Javon, I think, will put on a pretty good match. I do got Javon Evans beating Ethan Page. I think we're going to start setting up Javon Evans for a run at the NXT North American Championship, which I am all down for. The kid has developed quickly, and he is doing an absolute phenomenal job. His promos are good. His wrestling is good. I love watching the kid, man. He's very, very good at what he does. And I'm gonna take the Javon Evans beating Ethan Page here in match number 1. Match number 2, we got Axiom and Nathan Frazer versus Josh Briggs and Yoshika Imaru. I don't remember how to pronounce his name, dude. Imura or something? Sorry, that's what it should have been. Imura? I don't know. I've never seen the guy before, like 2 weeks ago. Or like, I tuned into NXT, I think, a couple weeks ago, and all of a sudden I saw Briggs with this Japanese wrestler, and I'm sitting here like, who in the hell is this? I have never seen this before, or seen him before. I believe he originally is from Noah, and I don't watch Noah. There's only one Japan wrestling show I watch yearly, and that's Wrestle Kingdom. And I didn't even get to watch it this year because I was in the middle of moving. So, I wasn't able to just stay up at 3 a.m. to watch Wrestle Kingdom. It just didn't work. But it was it was a good reason why I moved down here. So that's all that matters. I'll get into that at a later time. Other than that, I do believe Axiom and Nathan Frazer are going to retain. I just don't know who takes the tag titles from them. There's no legitimate tag teams to actually beat Nathan Frazer and Axiom. There really isn't. I can't think of any tag team that I'd actually want to beat them in NXT. So I don't know. I guess I'm recording this in the middle of SmackDown. LA Knight just beat The Miz. Looks like it's going to be LA Knight versus Nakamura for the U.S. title at some point, which I'm expecting Knight hopefully fucking wins back, because Nak has just been an awful champion. But we'll see what happens, I guess. But I got Nathan Frazer and Axiom beating Briggs and Imura. As I said, dude, I don't know what's in the future for Nathan Frazer and Axiom. I really don't know tag teams that are in NXT. All the tag teams that they're bringing in are going straight to the main roster. They got to find some sort of tag teams on the indies that are smaller names, no Motor City Machine Guns or Lucha Brothers. Find someone that's a smaller name, bring them in, and have them fight for the tag titles. I am expecting. We got Ricky Starks. He was on NXT the other day. He's now in WWE, which I am super excited for. And it's great because that men's NXT roster desperately needed more people. So it's great to see him him in WWE and in NXT. So, and then we got I'm assuming Malachi. I think Malachi Black or Aleister Black is going to be coming in. Will Rusev be coming in? I don't know. I know he didn't like the WWE schedule, but we'll see what he decides to do. But let's move over to match number 3. We got Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe in a strap match. Should be a good one. I think Eddie Thorpe he's a good wrestler. I'm not really how should I put this? I'm not really super interested in his character work or his character in any way. Trick has been absolutely phenomenal. Trick is, I still believe, limited in the ring. He's not incredibly incredible. He's incredible on the mic. I love Trick Williams on the mic. His wrestling ability, I think, still has a lot to work on, but we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of guys that have a lot more better mic skills and better in ring, and well, they're doing pretty fine. So I don't think he's going to have too much of a problem in WWE at least. Eddie Thorpe, I've seen the guy wrestle a good couple of times. I do believe he is a pretty decent wrestler. His character work, it's all right, I suppose. I haven't really paid attention to him as of recently, but I know he's been going after the NXT title, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm assuming Ricky Starks is going to be thrown right into that mix, so we'll see where that goes. But I got Trick Williams beating Eddie Thorpe here in the strap match. I don't know where we go. I think we get a Trick Williams OFME one-on-one match, but I don't really know where Trick can go from here. I understand I need to keep some people in NXT, but yeah, I really don't know what we can keep doing with Trick Williams in NXT. So we'll see what happens, but I got Trick Williams beating Eddie Thorpe here, and we're going to move on to match number 4. Match number 4, we got Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Should be a pretty good match. I think Fallon Henley has always been a pretty good wrestler. Same as Stephanie Vaquer. He's an amazing wrestler, and that's all that needs to be said. But I haven't really seen much of the Women's NXT North American Championship picture here. I think they were dealing with somebody else who I can't think of the name of before Vaquer, and now Vaquer is challenging, so I don't really know what's going to happen here. I do think we're going to see a new champion. I do think Stephanie Vaquer beats Fallon Henley. I could also be wrong. I maybe think that Fallon Henley could also hold it for a little bit longer, but we will see what happens. But I'm gonna predict Vaquer because I think we're gonna see at least one new champion here at Vengeance Day, and I think I am gonna predict a title change. This is gonna be the title change right here. So I got Stephanie Vaquer beating Fallon Henley for the Women's NXT North American Championship. Match number 5, we got Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory versus Obafemi for the NXT Championship, and now I know Trick Williams has been trying to get himself in the NXT Championship picture once again, as he's been going back and forth with Eddie Thorpe. But he's not here right now. I'm assuming at Stand and Deliver we will get a Trick Williams versus Obafemi match, but we'll see how that shapes up. Other than that, I don't really know how much more I got to say. I was kind of shocked when I saw this match announced. I was like, what is Waller and Theory doing in NXT? But I'm okay with it. I mean, I have no problem with some people going down to NXT and kind of challenging for the titles. I don't care to see main roster people hold the NXT titles, but I think this is all really just a match for Obafemi to win and have I'm not going to say a dominant fashion, but I think Theory and Waller are going to be teaming up a lot. But I do think Obafemi walks out still the NXT champion. So I guess there's not really much else to talk on that. But match number 6, we got Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade versus Bayley versus Julia for the NXT Women's Championship. I'm hoping this is the main event because this has been the better feud out of everything. Roxanne Perez and Bayley have been going at it for weeks. I know Roxanne on Monday has a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, which I do expect her to win, beating Raquel Rodriguez. I would be shocked if she doesn't win, but I know we're working on moving Roxanne Perez up to the main roster. What does Julia do at Stand and Deliver? Maybe she faces Cora Jade. I don't really know what the plan is for them. But I guess we'll find out. I think Vaquer is still going to be fighting for the Women's North American Championship, but we'll see what happens there. Other than that, I really don't know where we're going with the Women's NXT Championship after this match, but I'll be interested to sit, watch, and find out, and that's the best part about wrestling. You never really know what's going to happen, and I wouldn't mind a Julia versus Bayley one-on-one match, but I highly doubt we're going to get that at Stand and Deliver, because I'm sure Bayley wants to be on WrestleMania. And how can you do WrestleMania without Bayley? Come on, man. But I think this is pretty easy. Julia just won the title like a couple months ago, whatever it was. And I do think Julia walks out still the NXT Women's Champion. And I know Roxanne will be moving up to the main roster. Bayley, I'm sure she's going to continue her main roster things. I don't know if Cora Jade's quite there yet, but maybe we get Julia and Cora Jade going into Stand and Deliver. I'm not really sure, but I do got Julia keeping the NXT Women's Championship. Other than that, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more wrestling and AEW, WWE professional wrestling content. Also, video game content. We're going to hopefully get the second episode or the second DLC of Avatar up, plus the video game tier list of 2024 that I plan on doing every year. I just haven't been able to get it done because of just a bunch of shit going on. Other than that, we got I'm going to hopefully do some streaming on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because I feel like that's a game that I can't really record because it's very long, but I'd be down to sit down for like 4 or 5 hours and just kind of do a little marathon run of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Other than that, I do believe I'll do a couple videos on Sid Meier's Civilization 7. That's also been out. And there's a lot of games that I saw today or yesterday at the State of Play that I'm excited to get in and to record. But I'm not really sure. I don't have my schedule lined up for what games I'm playing here and there. I think my February list is already done. I know March we got 2K, we got Split Fiction, whatever. The game the creators that made It Takes Two have made that game, and I'm gonna get in there with a buddy and we're gonna play that. Other than that, we got NFL and football content as well. Social medias in the description below, Twitter and Instagram. Go follow those. Leave a comment of what you thought of my predictions for WWE NXT Vengeance Day, and leave a comment with your predictions for NXT Vengeance Day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in.